Well, this video's been long overdue, let's just be fair. About 4 months overdue, let's just say. Anyway, so I've had some more unfortunate news come up today with regards to my editing equipment, so that's why I'm making this, because it's probably about time I do so. I thought about making this a walking vlog, but then you're going to start hearing me heaving, and there's going to be wind noise and people blabbing and a lot of traffic noise, so I figured I'd just pick this wall here because even though it is in the parking lot of our campus, well, the housing campus that is, that I'm living at, it is what it is. I just don't want to, bother my roommate in the room, so let's just get on with it. I'm going to try to make this one take, so apologies if it's really unprofessional. This is just a channel update video, and I'm trying to make this real quick, so forgive me if it's not the greatest, but it is what it is. So anyway, busy classes and everything, but I'm not complaining. So anyway, first topic was the whole YouTube Studio thing. They updated the policy for mobile live streaming. They wanted to up the limit to 1,000 subscribers. Now, this is already in effect as of the making of this video. And I'm almost certain that somebody on my Twitter probably saw that I had my little 5 minutes of fame moment where I kind of went off on Team YouTube, but whatever. There's nothing I can really do because, of course, I'm a really small channel. But I find it really stupid, though, that they upped the limit to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to go off on a little bit of a mini rant here, because a lot of people, especially the smaller channels, they only really have their phones or really unprofessional equipment to record stuff with. And so why would you expect these little mini channels to ever get any kind of a following with live streaming on mobile when it's the easiest way to start a live stream? Seriously. And it's not to say that they don't have the bandwidth or the capacity to be able to support all these live streams on mobile. It's just a stupid cash grabbing trick. So why would I need to wait for 1,000 subscribers to start live streaming when I have already done it previously, like several times? And it's been just fine. Absolutely fine. I don't get what the deal is when it comes to this new rule. It makes no sense. I mean, I can respect the decision on the whole 1,000 subscriber raised limit for the YouTube partnership program, and that only makes sense because, of course, you need to have a reputable following before you can start making money on the platform. It only makes sense because you're bringing in the traffic, so of course you're going to get paid for it, so that only makes sense. But this whole thing with the live streaming thing, that doesn't make sense. Like, who would want to do that? Like, wait for 1,000 subscribers before they can actually start making half decent live streams? That's just ridiculous. And so that really hampered my channel growth. Let's just be fair. I mean, I can't really do that much with live streaming because my only real capable machine of doing live streaming with is my school laptop. And that's from 2013. It's not that powerful anymore. And for that matter, all you'd hear is fan noise or a really terrible microphone, and the webcam isn't exactly that great, so I'd have to hook up an external webcam, and before you know it, it's a big, messy setup. So I've had thoughts about wanting to do something about the whole live streaming thing. I had a little bit of a proposition, so hear me out. I've either thought about A, waiting it out until I hit 1,000 subscribers, but that could take God knows how long. B, I could switch to another streaming platform, which would be like Twitch. I think I could probably make that work on mobile, but I don't know. That depends on what you guys think down below. Oh, this was really not the smartest place to record video content at, but I digress. Anyway, or C, I take these live stream ideas that I might have and actually try to make an attempt to put them in video form. But I don't think that's really going to work out too well, let's just be honest. I mean, I could probably make videos out of the vast majority of the live stream ideas I do have, and I'm pretty sure that it would make some entertaining content that would bring in some more viewers, no doubt. But I'll get on to why that's not a good idea at the current moment here, actually right now, because I think that was about all I was wanting to talk about with regards to the YouTube Studio update with the whole live streaming update for 1,000 subscribers minimum for live streaming on mobile, which is the most convenient way for me to live stream. Let's keep that in mind. And it's also the most high quality way for me to live stream. Still pisses me off. But anyway, it is what it is. The whole rule is in place now. There's nothing I can really do, so I just kind of got to live with it. But let me know, would you want to see me live stream on Twitch rather than YouTube? Or would you want me to wait out the whole 1,000 subscriber limit for streaming on mobile? Or would you rather me start doing polls on Discord for potential video ideas that would have been live streams, but I can't do them anymore because of this stupid new rule or update to the platform? I can make an extra thing in like the suggestions channel on the Discord, and maybe we can make something happen there. But that's probably going to be a long road ahead, as I will now discuss with the video editing situation, because unfortunately the computer that I plan to use for doing video editing, which granted it really wasn't the best machine to do it with regardless, but especially now, I fear the hard drive has failed in that computer as well, which is unfortunate because I picked it up off of eBay. It ended up having bad RAM, so I got a half refund from the eBay seller. I let them know, and they were very kind enough to help me through, the whole thing, which is very nice. I did a memory test for them and everything. I gave them the results, and it ended up having bad RAM, which kind of sucked. But luckily, I got half my money back, which was fantastic on the eBay seller, and I didn't have to send the machine back. But now there's some more issues with that computer, and unfortunately, it looks as if the hard drive failed tonight, which was the original Fujitsu 120 gig drive. Nothing fancy. It's a pretty damn old drive. It was like 10 years old, so I'm amazed that it lasted that long. I don't know what killed it. Hell, it might even still be salvageable. It might just be the friggin' Mac OS setup that's just not working. And yes, it was another Mac. It was a Mac Mini in early 2009. I was going to actually post a video, which I edited on that very machine, to YouTube, but then the RAM issues started trickling in, and now unfortunately it's like a lost cause because the hard drive failed. Now I do have spare drives. I could technically go through the effort of replacing the drive, because I do have, like I said, a couple of spares. I have like a 500 gig and a 750 gig that I could technically use, but it's not really worth it for a computer with a 2 gigahertz Core 2 Duo that was slower than my mid-2010 MacBook, which is already dreadfully slow. And it's not worth it because, well, it tops out at El Capitan officially, so I'd have to do like the whole Mojave unofficial thing, which does technically work on early 2009, and the Wi-Fi was working on my model after the Broadcom Wi-Fi patch from Low and Mac's Facebook group, which was fantastic. But unfortunately, like I said, and I'm going to say it again, the hard drive died. So that really sucks. I think it did. I don't know. I'll look into that further. I might make a video sort of thing on it when I have more time this weekend, depending on what's going on. So we'll see if it actually has a failed drive or not. That'll depend on what my roommate thinks about it, which, by the way, it's Chris, so I'm sure he really wouldn't mind, but I don't know if that's going to be worth my time. So more than likely, and I know this is going to be kind of a stupid decision as much as I don't want to have to do this, but I'm thinking I'm going to probably secondhand sell off this Mac Mini I bought, which I was going to use for video editing on the side while I was doing my schoolwork, but I just don't think it's going to pay off, unfortunately, which is a shame because it was actually in pretty nice condition. And I'm going to see if I can recoup the half refund money that was, well, the money that I technically paid for the machine, but it was halved because I got the half refund. So I'm going to see if I can make that back out of it. I hope. Maybe. We'll see what happens with Facebook Marketplace, because I can't afford to really put it up on eBay. That's just not worth my time and effort right now. And yeah, that really sucks. So in terms of the video editing situation, I don't know what I'm going to do. Technically, my all-in-one computer in my room, which I got recently as a donation from my grandmother, which I've been very grateful for because it has come in handy for a lot of these little projects of mine, it is fortunate enough to still have a copy of Windows Movie Maker 2012 on it, which is kind of impressive that it actually still has it after all these years. Although, to be fair, I did a recovery partition, restore on it, so I guess that's probably why. But it is still on my Windows installation, so technically I guess I could make that work, but I've had issues with that in the past, being that if you do too many trims on a clip, it will then corrupt the video clip, which is annoying. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that I don't think I'm going to make that video editing software work to my needs, which it is what it is. So I'm probably going to look into some other solutions with the video editing topic in mind. I've tried Kdenlight when it comes to editing on my ThinkPad for school, and the exporting is fine, but for some reason I was having an issue with the timeline, where the timeline was so unbearably slow. And this was just with standard iPhone footage. This is run-of-the-mill, off the phone, straight into the video editor footage. Nothing fancy. I've had machines as little as Core 2 Duos be able to edit this footage in even 1080p just fine. 1080p 60 frames a second sometimes even, which is kind of unbearable. I mean, I was only doing that with my more powerful computers that had Core i5s in them, but I digress. So I don't know why it wasn't working. I don't know what my deal was. I was having like one frame every 6 seconds and something ridiculous like that. I don't know what the deal was with that. So unfortunately, I can't seem to find a half decent free video editor on Windows. I can't seem to figure it out. Now, maybe I might resort to doing Linux. I've thought about that. Trying Kdenlive again on Linux. Maybe I'll have better luck there, but I really don't want to do it on my school computer because I have to have Windows on it for school-related applications. So as much as I would like to, I can't. And I've thought about potentially, because I'm getting a little bit of extra money here, probably tomorrow morning as of the making of this video, I thought about going and getting another machine, but I just cannot spare the money. I got to get some other things paid off, and besides that, I'm hopefully, and my job search is still continuing, I'm hoping to find some kind of part-time employment while I'm going full-time here at school, and hopefully I could start saving up. The tuition and the loan stuff, that's all real stuff. So unfortunately, if that's just not going to be a reality, then I'm going to have to find some other ways of making videos, which might even have to be iMovie on the phone. And yes, I've thought about that too. As much as I don't want to do it on a 32 gig iPhone 7, that's just something that I might have to do. Now, eventually I do plan on upgrading my phone, so that might not be as much of a scenario. I thought about moving up to an iPhone, like a 10R, or maybe a used 10, or maybe finding a decent deal on a 10S, because I'm going to have to buy it outright because I'm on a prepaid plan at my carrier, which is Verizon. So I have to buy the phone outright anyway. So since I'm going to be saving up, I thought about getting a higher storage capacity iPhone, like just the 128 gig 10R, nothing fancy. So I thought about doing that and just, going about that route. But I don't know, because again, I like to have an actual computer to edit video with. But I'm not Hackintoshing. I want the stability of an actual Mac computer because those seem to be a lot more stable than a Hackintosh, as much as I'd like to Hackintosh my T430S. And it seems like it might be possible to do so if you exchange the Wi-Fi card, but I'm not going to go through that process. I mean, God forbid, it's my Windows laptop for school. I'm not going to do that. So it's going to stay the way it is. And if I can find something that's reasonably priced that will be new enough for me to do what I need to do, then that's fine. But I'm not also going to go out of my way to pay these stupid idiots on Facebook Marketplace, and for that matter, eBay, who think that they can get like $800 for a base model 13-inch 2012 non-Retina MacBook Pro. I mean, are they out of their fucking minds? Like, I've had so many ads in my view of 2012 MacBook Pros, and they're so stupidly overpriced, it's not even funny. Like, seriously. They're not, it's ridiculous. I've seen 2013 Retina MacBook Pros go for the same price, and they're like base models with a slightly upgraded SSD, and they think it's worth $900. Like, are you out of your goddamn mind? So, unfortunately, it's back to the hunt of trying to find another reasonably priced Macintosh computer, once again, that I can edit my video on. And honestly, I really don't care if it's a desktop or a laptop. I just, that's my preference as Mac OS. That's just the platform I prefer to edit my video on. As much as I would like to try to find something on Windows, my search just hasn't came up with any good video editor for free on Windows that I can at least halfway remotely use. That's all I need. I mean, my expectations of a video editor are at least edit video, make like trims, and have half decent transitions maybe as a bonus, and half decent titling systems as a bonus. I just haven't found it yet. I just don't find something that I can enjoy using that's free. And that's unfortunate. So I don't know. It's either I try to find something on Windows, or the search continues to try to find another Mac just to edit video on. That's all I need. And for that matter, I mean, I prefer to use a Mac with Mac OS anyway. But again, that's my preference. So it is what it is. I don't know. We'll see what happens. My budget is going to be a little bit tight. I'm hoping, once again, to find some part-time employment, and then I can start saving up, because at the same time, I'm hoping to start paying down some of these loans and potentially start paying ahead on my tuition. And I'm going to be looking at some other ways to get school tuition and other fees paid off, as well as books and groceries and gas and bills and all that stuff. So, I mean, welcome to adulthood, obviously. There's all these things I got to keep in mind, as you know. Well, you're in school, so anyway. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted though, not only in the Discord, but I'll try my best to try to put out some kind of videos over, the next bit of, like, 1 3/4 years now, I guess. Yeah. I've been in school for a lot longer than it feels like. So anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up now. It's over 15 minutes long now for an unedited video. That's a bit ridiculous. So it's going to be a really long upload to YouTube, which is, I guess, something I egged on myself for blabbing too much. But I really felt that this was all necessary. So yeah, here's to hoping a better future for the channel. It just sucks. I can't live stream directly to YouTube where my biggest audience is. Like, that's just terrible. So I don't know. I'm considering Twitch. So again, let me know down below in the comment section if that's something you would like to see, because I could probably make it work, I think. But anyway, that's it for now. So I'm gonna go get this started on uploading to YouTube, and I'm gonna get myself ready for bed, and I will catch you all hopefully later with some more positive news. So probably expect another one of those Ubuntu videos to come up here pretty soon. I think 16.10 was next on the plate, so expect that probably Sunday, sometime Sunday, I think is when I'm going to make it live. So don't quote me on this. I might post it sooner, I might post it later, because I do tend to forget. So that's going to be coming up here probably this weekend, so do expect that. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll see you guys later.